Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Bill Levinson, Managing Partner of Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have Andrew Paris, our brokerage manager, joining us, and then we have our special final expense senior market guru, if you will. She is joining us as well. Her name is Lisa, and she comes to us from Texas. She has a lot of value to bring to the table in the whole senior market space. So I'm going to introduce her in just a few minutes, but what I want to do real quick is just talk about some basic housekeeping rules and what we all need to focus on for the next 45 minutes. Most important, I hope everyone is going to pay attention because as usual, at the end of today's presentation, we're going to ask our question of the day, and whoever answers first, and obviously correctly, wins the new Fire tablet with the 8-inch screen. We just got these in stock. It has built-in Alexa. It's pretty cool, especially at a time right now where you're selling over the phone and virtual, and you can use this for your e-applications and drop tickets and very, very neat technology that everybody should know how to use by now. Also, what I want to do is take out your pen and paper. There's a question box in the right-hand corner. Usually it's in the bottom corner. It says go to webinar, and you can type in questions, comments as we go. We will do our best to answer all of those, if not, well, I would say most of those questions, because if worse comes to worse, we're going to wait until we are done, just because we have so many. I see the attendee numbers are jumping up by the second, literally. So what we might have to do is answer those questions when we're done with the presentation. But either way, every single answer or every question will be answered. I promise you that. Also, I want to make sure that everybody understands the final expense senior market space. It's very, very important to know and understand that there's a lot of myths out there. I call it noise in the industry. There's a bunch of these different MLM, like pyramid type groups, and they're out there marketing on social media, online. We get e-blasts and mailers, and they say, oh, we give out free leads and you get the top commissions with us. And there's always a gray area or a catch, okay? And it's up to you to look into this before sending in a contract and ask the right questions. It's so important, okay? I've been in the business now almost 23 years, and what I'm seeing, especially in the last 5 years, I've never seen before. And it scares me because for a few reasons. A, what happens, a lot of times our agents will come to us and they say, oh, Bill, I sent in my, let's say, my Forester's contract or my Gerber contract through another upline, and they didn't tell me that I was at 40% commission and that I'm captive with them and I can't get a release. And I'll say to the agent, you know, didn't you ask these questions ahead of time? And they say to me, no, you know, they told me I was getting top commissions and free leads, so I figured, what do I have to lose? And there are so many times where there's nothing we can do to help the agent because they're handcuffed for 6 months. Meanwhile, the leads are like B and C leads. They're garbage. They have a very low contract and they're stuck and they can't go anywhere. So my point is, if something looks that great and it's free leads and 210% commission and the best service anywhere, usually it's too good to be true. So ask the right questions. And if they say, well, we'll release you at any time, get that in writing. Because usually what's happening is there's these pyramids and they're 10, 15, 20, 25 layers under the top IMO. So Levinson is considered an IMO. So what happens is you're stuck like number 17 or 22, and every single layer has to sign off on releasing you, okay, or passing through the leads, or passing through an electronic policy or servicing, whatever the case is. And I feel like it's my duty just to let you know, everyone on the call, the real facts here, okay? We are a direct IMO. So every contract we have, we work direct through the carriers, okay? And then if you want to create your own hierarchy or GA and you want to bring in a downline agent, no problem. But just be aware of all of the marketing out there, the fluff I like to call it. Ask the right questions. And if it makes that much sense, then we're going to be the first to tell you, hey, you got to give this a shot. But I'm going to tell you right now, okay, and I'm going to tell you exactly like it is. 99.9% of the time, okay, when you're talking about the top IMOs in the country, first of all, there's only about 20 to 25, give or take, number one. Number two, we all get paid the same commissions, okay, within maybe a point or two. So there's only so much in the pie, if you will. No one is willing to do this for free. No one is running a nonprofit, right? We know how that works. So the way I look at it, if our volume is there, we look at like a Costco approach. If the volume is there and we have tons of agents, which we do, we're at 19,000 now, then it's okay to take a haircut on commissions and overrides. If we can make a lot less on a bigger piece of the pie, we're happy, because that's a win-win, and then our agents get to take advantage of the better payouts. So if something sounds too good to be true, especially in the final expense space, usually it's exactly that, too good to be true. So ask the right questions. What we did at Levinson is put together a complete turnkey platform for everything final expense related, guaranteed issue products. We even have our free scholarship program that comes, it's 1 year free tuition to any of our 416 colleges, and it comes free with the sale of our final expense products. We're going to dive into that in a few more minutes. We also have our Insure Me Now Direct platform that has Gerber built into it. What that means, your consumer can go on your website, run a quote for 2 different Gerber products, the Guaranteed Issue Whole Life or the Children's Grow Up Plan. They can run a quote, they can apply online, they can get approved instantly, and their policy will come directly to the client, and the agent, you, did nothing, okay? Plus, they get to self-enroll from the same website into the free scholarship program. No additional premium, no commission reduction. We are the only ones that have that platform with Gerber. In fact, with all of our carriers that are on the platform. So you have a huge leg up on your competition. With the scholarship program, with the Gerber direct-to-consumer piece, nobody else has this, and I know because I personally built the platform. So it's a great, great advantage for you all, especially if you're recruiting, because there's no other agents that can get access to this unless they're a Levinson agent. It's that simple, black and white, done. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to jump into our lead programs. We're going to jump into a turnkey platform called Legacy Safeguard that's available to you all at no charge. This is a literally complete A to Z final expense platform that gives you all of the ammunition to go out and be dangerous and sell final expense, especially over the phone. We're going to talk about a exclusive voice sign platform that is available to you all. So that's very, very cool stuff, especially with what we're going through now with COVID-19. This makes your life so much easier. You're literally selling over the phone and you are done. It's like A to Z in minutes and done. So really cool stuff here. I also want to point out a couple other things before we get started and we jump into the feature presentation. Andrew, let's move on to the next slide here. And I want everybody to take notes. So basically, I teamed up with Lisa, and she is going to go over the top final expense companies, some neat technology with those specific carriers. She's going to also dive in to the exclusive Legacy Safeguard final expense platform. So she's going to do that in just another minute. But I also want everyone to know every carrier that you're looking at in front of you is what Levinson and Associates has as far as a direct IMO contract where you can be set up, obviously, to sell product and to recruit your very own downline. Every single carrier logo there that has a red asterisk, that means if you sell one of their products, free scholarship for your clients. That's simple, okay? $40,000 of value, no additional premium to the client, no commission reduction to you. It's a win-win. It's a value add that no one else can, none of your competitors can come into your client and say, hey, I'm offering this too, unless they're a Levinson agent. So huge value add and a big leg up. Okay, and I always like to look at it like this. If me and Andrew are both life insurance agents, we're both trying to pitch the same client, final expense, he's using one company, I'm using another, premiums neck and neck, products are neck and neck, everything's very similar. But maybe they like Andrew a little better than me, okay? But I'm offering this free 1-year tuition for little Johnny, okay, who's now 3 years old, and Johnny can now go to any of my 416 colleges in the country and have $40,000 of tuition paid for if that client buys from me and not Andrew. Guess what? As much as they like Andrew and they don't like me, they're going to buy from me every single time because they care about Johnny, the little grandson, a lot more than they care about me and Andrew. So the value add is what's going to differentiate yourself from the competition. That's how you need to look at it. It's that simple. So you need to understand the way this works. Very, very easy. We have marketing material we put together. We have a complete turnkey platform when it comes to just scholarship as well. So anyway, take note. On the left side is our guaranteed issue carriers. Gerber is also on our direct-to-consumer and Show Me Now direct platform. It also comes with free self-enroll scholarship, AIG guaranteed issue, Great Western, UHL, Americo. On the right side is our traditional final expense carriers. I'm not going to go over each one, but that's everything that we have. In fact, we actually have a few more. So if you don't see the carrier you want to get started with, just let me know. Chances are we have it regardless. But what I want to do now is take a step back, and Lisa's going to take the wheel. She's going to dive into our core final expense carriers, and she's going to tell you everything you need to know when selling final expense in the senior market, especially during COVID-19. Lisa, you there?
I am. Thank you so much. First of all, I always have to kind of take a minute to regroup because I get so pumped up listening to Bill and his presentation that I get lost and I kind of forget what I have to talk about. It blows me away to sit. Bill and I have worked together for a very, very long time. We've done lots of webinars together, and it happens to me every single time. I get so wrapped up in all of the great things that you guys offer your agents that I get completely off track. I have to take a minute, kind of breathe deep, and say, okay, no, they brought me here for a reason. I'm supposed to talk about something. So
thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, as always.
If you could see me right now, my whole face is red. I'm blushing. So thank you for saying that.
Well, as always, I'm just always so glad to come on today to talk with your agents about final expense. Today, we're going to talk about 6 really great programs. And I don't think there's ever been a time that it has been so important for you as an advisor to position yourself as that trusted advisor. Your clients need you more now than ever. They need someone that can offer them a solution and to help them feel safe. You know, these are times like we've never lived in before, and people are just out there and they're scared. You've got so many people out there to work with. I mean, look at the amount of 65-year-olds that are turning. We've got 10,000 that are turning 65 every day. We've got over 100 million people in that demographic from 50 to 80 that need your help. And I mean, just look at all of the stuff that Bill has already talked about that you guys already offer. And today we're going to help you learn about 6 different products that really can help your clients be able to take care of some of these things that they're just concerned about. I mean, they don't know. Look at that number. 60% of the people, they don't even know how to buy what they need. They know they need it, but they don't even have any idea. They don't even know who to talk to. They have no idea how much it costs. And I would be willing to bet you, just like this slide says, that they have no idea how much. But a lot of people think that that's probably something that there's no way that I can afford. But you being that trusted advisor, you can get in there and help these folks be able to learn about products that can fit their needs. And so what an exciting time to be in this business. And because you have partnered with Bill Levinson and his team, and what a remarkable team, and really, if I just ran into one of you on the street and you said that you were working with Bill Levinson, it wouldn't matter if Bill was on the phone with me or Joe or any of his other team members. I would say, what a great group to partner with. God, these folks care so much about the people that they work with. Okay, I'm going to quit talking about how great Bill Levinson is, and I'm going to move on and talk about these products. So what, because really I do have to sometimes regroup. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with two of the guaranteed issue products. We're going to talk about Gerber and we're going to talk about Great Western. And before we kind of dive off into the Great Western and the Gerber products, I want to make sure everybody understands what guaranteed issue is. So guaranteed issue really is for your clients that have health issues. There's no health question on the app and everybody qualifies. The only thing that would make someone not qualify for a guaranteed issue product is if they didn't fit into the age demographic that they offer. But if they're in the state that they live in and they're in this demographic, then all of your clients can take advantage of these products. So first of all, let's look at Gerber. I know Bill talked a little bit about Gerber. I mean, you guys know about the scholarship platform that Gerber offers. And there's also the other platform that Bill did so much work on to make it easy to sell Gerber. But let's talk about Gerber a little bit. As far as guaranteed issue and as far as name recognition, I don't think anybody in this space has a more well-known logo than Gerber. I mean, you can go into any home, you can sit down. The minute they see this Gerber baby, they automatically know that that's a product that's tried and true. These people have been in business forever. They're a good, strong brand name. The great thing about Gerber is it's available in New York. We don't have a lot of carriers that are available in New York. Gerber happens to be domiciled in New York, so they do offer that Gerber product in New York. The premiums are great for this product. They accept Social Security debit cards. A lot of carriers have moved away from that, but Gerber actually still allows that. They have some pretty nice renewals. So as an agent, every agent likes to build that renewal base, so they have renewals for their product. And as we talked about, they have that great name recognition. So the issue ages for Gerber, 50 to 80. You have your minimum policy size of 5,000, and they go up to 25,000. Like the traditional guaranteed issue products, they do have a graded benefit for the first 2 years. So if your client does pass away within the first 2 years, they get the return of premium plus 10%. And then, but they, of course, they do have that accidental death benefit that pays full. But it is a 2-year graded product. Because it's guaranteed issue, everybody qualifies. There's absolutely no underwriting at all. And then they have the modal payments set up for monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and annual. A nice thing about Gerber, what you see on the screen, is that if you pay by debit card, or what Gerber calls ACH, you get a very nice 8% discount. So if your clients are okay with having that debited out of their account, they do get a really, really nice little discount on their premiums. Gerber realized, and they did this actually before we were in this COVID crisis that we're in now, and boy, are they glad they did. They have a process, they call it easy 1, 2, 3, but this is such an easy process for agents to be able to sell over the phone, because agents are right now, when it's so hard to meet face to face, everyone's a little concerned about having people in their home, and just for protection, it's great to have options to be able to work with your clients, offer them products, but then keep everyone safe. Well, this Gerber Easy 1, 2, 3 is really great because the agent can call the client on the telephone, go over the application with the client. They can call into Gerber, which you're not calling into a call center, you're calling into Gerber, their Gerber office. You're going to go over the app with the Gerber representative over the phone, and they're actually going to do a voice verification signature. So you don't even have to have an email address to sell this over the phone. You can call your client, go over the app, 3-way into Gerber. They're going to do the app over the phone, and it's taken care of. So it's super easy to be able to offer this product over the phone. You also have the option, if you would rather go on to the portal, You also can go through the portal and do the app on the Gerber portal. But I really think that this is really the easiest way to go because it's so simple. You and your client maintain that relationship on the phone. You just do it. You just make the phone call. You've got the Gerber representative on the phone with you, and boom, it's done, and your policy is taken care of. They also, if you want to go on to the portal, or go onto the website, you can get that quote, and that quote system will actually take you straight in to be able to complete the app. So you have so many options right now as we're all doing our social distancing and working to be as safe as possible. You can write that Gerber product and you can take care of it in several different ways until it's safe for you to meet with your clients face to face. So that's Gerber. I mean, Gerber is so easy, so simple, and such a great partner. Now let's talk about Great Western. Great Western is the other guaranteed issue product, and right off the bat, you see that issue age is age 40. That's really the sweet spot, I feel like, for Great Western, and the fact that they go up to $40,000. So Gerber policies start at 40, they go age 40, they go all the way to 80, and I'm sure for you that have worked in this market, you're seeing more and more people that are under the age of 50 that need guaranteed issue. I personally wish they had gone down to 30. We tried, but they just felt like the risk was too great. But we're happy with 40. So if you have those clients that are 40 and they need those guaranteed issue policies, you can easily write 40 to 80. You also see face amounts there starting at 1,000. And they go all the way up to 40,000. If you've also been in this space, you see a lot of people say, you know what, I'd really like to have a guaranteed issue policy, but I'd like to have something that's a little higher than 25,000. You'll see clients they'll want to stack policies. They'll say, okay, well, I can do 25,000 with Gerber, I can do 25,000 with AIG, or I can pick up some others. And they start to stack those policies. Well, guaranteed issue is a little bit more expensive than your simplified issue, and those premiums get expensive, and usually one of those policies might tend to fall off. So for your clients that they're wanting a little bit higher face value, you can offer them all the way up to $40,000 for Great Western. Again, just like the Gerber, it is a 2-year graded period, return of premium plus 10%, and you also have the dependent and grandchild rider available. Now, on the other side here, where you see Assurance Plus. Assurance Plus is, again, 40 to 80, same face values. This is a little bit different. On the Gerber application, on the Great Western application, there are 3 health questions. There might be 4 depending on the state. Some state regulations require them to have a little bit different language in their application, and so some of the questions have been kind of drawn out to more with 4 questions. If your client can answer no to those health questions on the app, they will be able to get 125% more initial face value. So that $10,000 policy turns into $12,500 policy, and it's no additional cost for the client. Now, I will tell you that you need to before you look at that issue, Assurance Plus, and go for that increased death benefit, because this is really more like a simplified issue policy. There is underwriting for this. They will look at MIB checks, they will look at script checks, and there are some things that will exclude your clients from being able to get this increased death benefit. Great Western has done a great job, and their materials and the Levinson folks have all these the agent guides that can walk you through those health questions and make sure that if you are applying for the increased death benefit, that you're sure that your clients can get them. Most agents will just go ahead and use Great Western as the guaranteed issue, no health question. But if you feel like your client can get the increased death benefit, then go for it. But I always want to put a caveat on there that you need to make sure that you look at the information of what qualifies the client and what doesn't. Great Western also has done a great job of making the options for you to be able to sell to your clients without face-to-face. You have really these three different options. You can go to the agent portal, which they call actually My Enroller. So My Enroller is where you would log on the Great Western website. You'd go to your My Enroller and you would complete the application on that My Enroller portal. You would have the option to complete it with a voice signature or with an email signature. That's your option on there. You also have the same on the iPad. You also have an option with Great Western to do the three-way call, just like what we talked about with Gerber. You call in, you take the application over the phone, you do a three-way call into Great Western. They do the voice signature, and your application is taken care of there. So both of our guaranteed issue carriers have done a great job in really making your life easier to be able to work with your clients. So that really is the guaranteed issue carriers that we're going to talk about today. Both of them very, very similar, a little bit different in ages, a little bit higher face value on Great Western, but the systems for you to be able to allow you to go into being able to sell over the phone, be able to complete the app online, both of them are almost identical. Again, if you have questions about how to access these, both carriers have done a great job of giving you tutorials. They have videos on there that actually walk you through how to log on and complete the app, how to do the three-way call. They have prompts or scripts to show you how to walk through. So both carriers have done a great job in providing you the assistance that you need to be able to offer these guaranteed issue policies. And your folks at Levinson will be able to provide you all of those tutorials so you feel super confident with going forward. Now let's move into the simplified issue. So when we talk about simplified issue, unlike guaranteed issue, which has no health questions, simplified issue does have health questions. And these health questions will kind of walk you through the application process to let you know whether or not your clients are available for coverage. All of the four products that we're going to talk about today all have that cascading application process, and they're all very similar. And that's actually a good thing, because it really doesn't matter what carrier you use, all of them are going to have that cascading app. So the first one we're going to talk about is Assurant. Assurant can be sold over the phone. As you can see, they have a very broad age group. They have a very versatile app, and you'll hear me now, I don't know if it's the Texan in me, but I kind of like that term sweet spot. So I'll use sweet spot a lot. The sweet spot for Assurant, I feel like, is it is very, very diabetic friendly, and it's very cancer friendly in their underwriting. Again, your friends at Levinson are going to have the underwriting guide where you can really see this, but you'll see it through the cascading app. And I didn't put the app on here because I felt like it would be a little bit too cumbersome, but you'll see it as you get your materials where you can look and see that cascading application. But very friendly for diabetes, very friendly for cancer, for underwriting. So for this, for the level benefit first day coverage, you have ages 0 to 85. So for 0 to 60, you actually can get up to $50,000 in benefit. That's a nice amount. 61 to 70, from 3,000 to 25, 71 to 80, 3 to 25, and 81 to 85, still all the way up to 20. That's that's a little bit unusual too. So for your modified premium, you have your issue ages of 40 to 60, but your age range is 40 to 80. So 40 to 60, you can go, and the policy sizes are a little bit smaller for modified. So one little clue about this: if you are looking at a client that is looking at a modified premium, go ahead and compare your guaranteed issue with your modified premium and compare the cost of those. You might be able to get a higher coverage for about the same amount of money. So if you have your client that's going to go into level, I mean, that's fine. But if you find that your client has these health issues, don't be afraid to play around with that guaranteed issue to make sure you're going to get your client the best kind of coverage. Just a little note. This is their voice authorization process for Assurant. You can call in. You do your application over the phone. They pre-qualify. So really, for Assurant, the person on the other line, they actually, I mean, on the line when you call in for Assurant, the agent's going to pre-qualify the client, but the person on the Assurant line is going to go over the health questions again with your client, and then at the end of the authorization, they're going to tell you whether or not your client actually can get the coverage. But it's a super easy process. The agent pre-qualifies, and then you go over to the Assurant underwriter, and they're going to ask the health questions and be able to tell you if you are going to be able to have your coverage. The second simplified issue is Liberty Bankers. Liberty Bankers is another great carrier, been in the space for a very long time. Issue ages 18 to 80. Your face amounts 3,000 to 30,000. You get a really nice benefit if you pay it annually. If you see that 20% off, so that's something to take into consideration too. That I'm not aware that any other carrier does that. Liberty Bankers actually has some really nice benefits. Again, the modified, a little bit smaller coverage, 40 to 80 versus the 18 to 80. Super easy to do business with, paperless application process, point of sale, telephone interview, instant decision, and it's very, very easy access for underwriters. That's something that I've been very, very impressed with Liberty Bankers. If you have a question and you need to get in touch with an underwriter to staff that case with them, Liberty Bankers is really easy to get on the phone to talk to an underwriter. For the agents, this is a really awesome part of Liberty Bankers. Liberty Bankers offers some really nice agent incentives. So they have a great lead bonus incentive. So $30 off of a lead reimbursement for each net issued policy for the month. So again, your folks, your contacts at Levinson are going to have all of the information on this because they have the platinum, gold, and silver lead bonus. But these are really nice incentives. So as you write your policy, you're getting some great lead credit. You also get, you have rollover points for incentive trips. I'm hoping by the time we can return to, we can get away from our new normal and go into the days when we actually used to be able to travel. But for Liberty Bankers, you can actually use your points, and they roll over. Most carriers, at the end of the year, if you have met your goal to be able to go on the trip, and you've exceeded that, you've just exceeded it. But for Liberty Bankers, you can actually roll those trip points. So with the lead bonus and the rollover credit for incentive trips, and then the bonuses on renewals, Liberty Bankers is definitely one to take a look at. It's a great carrier. Colombian is one of our newer final expense products out there. Issue ages 18 to 24 for $25,000 face, 25 to 44, 5 to 35, 45 to 80, 2,500 to 35, 81 to 85, 2,500 to 25,000. They've actually been in the business for not as long as maybe some of the other carriers, but they are a great partner. We've really enjoyed being able to partner with Colombian. They have a graded product that you see on there. But one of the things that I really like about Colombian is they do have that instant decision. They have actually no PHI. They have 2 different levels of underwriting that are available. Their voice signature process that you sell over the phone, it takes about 6 minutes. So when you are doing that voice signature, where you're calling in to do the voice process, this is probably one of the quickest processes to be able to issue a policy. It's about 6 minutes. Colombian's done a great job of working with their telesales department to be able to get the process down in the materials that the Levinson folks can send to you. They have great tutorials. They have a great video and great scripts. So you see exactly what you're going to say. The Colombian is actually going to use a text process where you call in, you go over the app on the phone with the Colombian folks. They actually text the agent a code. The agent actually texts back a code to them, making it a very quick process. The agent gets about 4 texts to complete the process, and it's done. They've done a really great job and really making this a quick process, easy for the client, very easy for the agent. Of course, you have the option if you want to do the other processes, but I encourage you to take a minute, watch the video, watch the tutorial on this to see if this is something that you're going to be interested in, because I think you're going to like it when you see it. Great product to work with. Now we'll move on to United of Omaha. United of Omaha has probably been out here the longest. You talk about name recognition. There's no one that you're going to be working with in this age range that the first time that they see that Mutual of Omaha emblem, it's going to take them back to the days of the Wild Kingdom. So your clients will feel very confident when you talk to them about United of Omaha, Mutual of Omaha's Living Promise. Living Promise, age range, a face amount, $2,000 to $40,000. Issue ages 45,000 to 85. They're going to have your accelerated death benefit riders for terminal illness and nursing home confinement. They also have an accidental death benefit rider. They have a graded product. Their pricing is very competitive. The rates on their products are great. Probably my very favorite thing about Mutual of Omaha, again, this is just a little from me, this lead card right here that you see on the screen, this is actually free to all agents, and they will actually private label it for you. So it's kind of hard to see on the screen, but you can pick your age range, your demos, your demo for both male and female. If you want to go lower range or you want to go higher range, if you want to go your age, if you want your ages to be younger or lower, you pick your demographic. They will also put your name and your information on that. So all you have to do is order it. And they're very nice looking cards. All you have to do is slap a mailer on there and stick it out in the mail. It's really a nice piece. It's absolutely free. And as an agent, because you work with Levinson & Associates, you get this for free, and you can get up to 500 of them at a time. So it is a great benefit. They're very, very nice. They look very professional when you get them and when you mail them out to clients. I really encourage you, as you know, you can actually use them kind of as a lead piece as you get them, because you're going to get 500 of them. You can mail them out to select clients, and then you can choose those clients and call them back. So if you know you're going to mail them to Mary Smith, and you know who Mary Smith, you've got her phone number, mail that out and then follow it up and use it as a lead card. It's a very nice product, and it's free, all private labels from Mutual of Omaha, direct to you. Super, super nice presentation. Different ways to submit the app for Mutual of Omaha. You've got your traditional paper. You've got your aptical process. This is where you do the application on the phone. You call in to aptical. They are going to go through the app with you and the client, and at the end of it, it's going to be an instant decision. That's a three-way call where you call in and do that over the phone. You can also do it online through your eApp portal, and also that's an instant decision. Used to be, for anyone that used to use Mutual of Omaha, this eApp process used to just be a way that you would go through the portal, you would do the app online, it would just be submitted. Now they have been able to take this eApp process, and they have created an instant decision process using the portal. So 3 really easy ways to access United of Omaha's Living Promise through the eApp process. So that, in a nutshell, is kind of our carriers. Now we're going to move, like Bill talked about, to Legacy Safeguard. Legacy Safeguard is kind of near and dear to my heart. I've been using Legacy Safeguard for a very long time. What it is, Legacy Safeguard is for clients and it is for agents. So Legacy Safeguard gives you, as the agent, an opportunity to offer your client a service that's free. It's free for you to offer the agent, to offer your client, and it's free for you as the agent to offer your client. So there's you as the agent, and they're not going to be contacted to say, hey, we'd love to have you offer Legacy Safeguard to your client, but it's going to cost you. Or for your client, your client's not going to get a phone call that says, hey, your agent enrolled you in Legacy Safeguard, but you're going to have to pay for it. It's not. It is a great marketing system for agents. It gives you a chance to add something to your relationship with your existing clients, or a great way to get in front of new clients. And we're going to get into this a little bit about how this works. So for you as the agent, Legacy Safeguard allows you to set more appointments, make more presentations, and it allows you to go from talking about death and dying to really talking about how we all want to be remembered after we're gone. So for clients, it's perfect for clients, and it's perfect for agents. So for agents, this is a complete turnkey marketing system. And then for clients, let's talk about what it does for clients. So you're going to enroll your clients in Legacy Safeguard. It's a very easy process. There's one form. You're going to fill it out. You're going to have your client's name on it. You're going to have your name on it as the agent, and you're going to enroll. And with this, your clients are going to get these core offerings: legacy planning service, end-of-life planning guidance and assistance, support for survivors, estate planning support, and celebrating life events. And when they are enrolled, this is what they're going to get. This is their kit. This is their member kit. What this member kit is all of the things that they're going to be getting. Right here, you see this little card right here. This card is going to have a phone number on it. That phone number is answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That phone is going, so when your client passes away, the family is going to be able to contact Legacy Safeguard, and Legacy Safeguard is going to walk your client, is going to walk that family through anything that they need in planning for the services for the client, whether it's working with a funeral home, whether it's working with a crematorium, to help the family make sure that they're getting a good value for their money. Also on this card is down here at the bottom, I wish this card was bigger, but it's going to have your name as the agent. So it's a great way for the family always to know that you as the agent provided membership in Legacy Safeguard for the client. And this is what the client is going to receive in the mail. Oh, let me go back on there. I'm sorry. And I'm going to walk through this right here just because these are the benefits. So with the membership, the family is going to right here get a Legacy Family DVD. They can send this into Legacy Safeguard, and we're going to create them, or Legacy Safeguard is going to create them a DVD that is going to be 45 pictures of whatever they want. If they want to do a video of their family vacation, if they want to do an anniversary, if they want to do a birthday party, if they want to do a hodgepodge of just memories, they're going to be able to send in this client this DVD, and we're going to create them a wonderful DVD. And you know what? It's free. Also, the last slide of this DVD has your name as the agent. So every time the family sits around and they're watching this DVD, and it's a beautiful DVD. The very last slide says this DVD was provided to you by Bill Levinson. And the family's going, well, Bill Levinson, who is that, and why is his name on there? Well, you know what? Bill Levinson's my agent, and my agent got me membership in Legacy Safeguard, and that's part of my member benefits. I get this great DVD, and it didn't cost me a dime. One of the great member benefits. You also are going to have a legacy planning archive that the family member can put all their final wishes in it. They're going to send it back into Legacy Safeguard. And so if the family member passes away, the family can call, they can get all of the final wishes that we store in Legacy Safeguard. So there's lots of member benefits, great thing, but probably the thing that most clients use, the most clients' family use the very most, is the fact that this card gives them access to an advocate that when that family member passes away, they can call Legacy Safeguard, and they are immediately going to be assigned an advisor that is going to help them make sure that their family member is taken care of, make sure their family is taken care of. That advocate is going to work with them from beginning to end. What a great value to be able to offer your clients, man, especially now when everyone is so afraid of this stinking coronavirus and how it has just infected our population and made us so afraid. What a great value that you can provide your clients, really just for being your client, and a great way to open the door that says, hey client, you know, I care a lot about you. I want to make sure you're taken care of, not only with a great final expense policy, but I want to enroll you in Legacy Safeguard so you can make sure that your family's taken care of when you need it the very most. For the agents, whenever, even at the end of this call today, go on to Legacy Safeguard University and enroll. www.legacysafeguarduniversity.com. You're going to be able to enroll to get access to this university. On this university, it's going to give you all kinds of ways to help you learn how to sell final expense. I mean, I know Levinson, you guys offer so much access to helping your agents learn how to sell. This is another just great sales system. How to position, how to talk about it, how to talk to your clients about final expense without just talking about death and dying, but great ways to talk about, hey, making sure your family is taken care of. Just scripting, great ways to just learn how to talk to your clients. There's some great marketing pieces. There's pre-approach letters on there, all free to you to be able to download. So today, just log on, www.legacysafeguarduniversity.com, create an account on there. We will approve your acceptance to the website, and you'll be able to log on and get some great training. Use the agent as a fast start kit as a way, because we certainly want to make sure that you are loaded up and ready to go and know how to sell and have what you need. We're going to get, this is what comes to you. Your clients, when you enroll your clients, they're going to get that great enrollment piece that enrolls them in Legacy Safeguard. As the agent, we want to get you all tuned up and we want to get you ready to talk to your clients. So this is going to be your fast start kit. You're going to have this DVD on there. This is actual testimonials of people that are actual members of Legacy Safeguard, what it means. This right here, this is your enrollment form. This is what you're going to use to enroll your clients, and we want to make sure you have those. I think there's 10 of them in the kit. You can just make copies of them. We don't care if you make copies. Just make copies on your printer and enroll your clients this way. This is a comprehensive guide to selling final expense, just some tutorials. These are some brochures that you can use that talk about Legacy Safeguard. That's all free to you, just comes to you as a fast start kit. And I know I've talked a mile a minute, but this is what Legacy Safeguard does. It just kind of helps you combine with great products like we've talked about today. Combining with Legacy Safeguard, we're going to use the Legacy Safeguard. We're going to use these final expense products, and we're going to help you be super successful to go out there, talk to your clients, help them feel confident in where they are today, and just reiterate the fact that you are their trusted advisor and you're there to provide help and comfort where they need it the most. Bill, that's all I got. Once again, back to you.
Nope, that was great, Lisa. Awesome job. A lot of information we had to cover in a short time. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna take it from here, and we have about 5 minutes left, so I'm just gonna touch on some highlights. Just want to make sure everybody's done by 3 p.m. Andrew's going to handle the slides, and then we'll ask our question of the day. So this is a website, great resource that we put together where everything is at your fingertips. Okay, so Andrew, if we can mute the lines, please, that would be great. So just make sure you're paying attention because I'm going to run through this quickly. The website is finalexpenseexperience.com. Okay, you can get there from our main site, levinsonassociates.com. It's very simple. Use your same login information or it's single sign-on. If we can mute those lines, that would be great. Okay, so real quick, so this is the website, what it looks like, and we have a bunch of tiles that you can just click on. You can look at our lead programs, Legacy Safeguard, Scholarship, everything at your fingertips. We're making this bigger and better for you all. Let's go to the next slide, Andrew. And what we put together here is one simple spreadsheet of all of our final expense products, guaranteed issue, simplified issue, voice sign, e-sign, everything at your fingertips, age ranges, death benefit ranges, everything's here. We're going to send out a thank you email, and we'll include a lot of these charts, the sign-up sheets, in today's thank you email. If you don't get this by the end of today, we have your incorrect email, so please reach out to us and so we can get that straightened out. But you will receive this by the end of okay, I think we are okay now. Yes. Okay. So the next slide real quick is our co-op lead programs. So everything that you're looking at here all has to do with final expense. We have live transfers. We have A leads, B leads, C leads. We have voice scripts. We have referral guides. We have a bunch of different mailers and e-blasts that you can take advantage of. But again, all of this is on the finalexpenseexperience.com. Just click on the lead little button or tile, and everything is right there in front of you. Okay, final expense training. So we have a bunch of various trainings. We brought in third-party consultants that literally focus on selling final expense over the phone, and it's a great resource for you. If you have any downline agents, these are all free. We have a 3-part series. We have single webinars and videos we put together. Also, check out the Levinson One YouTube channel. Again, everything is right there, no charge for all of this. And if you have any suggestions, by the way, also feel free, let us know, because obviously we want this bigger and better. We want to be your one-stop shop when it comes to senior market. Oh, with that said too, speaking of senior market, we are launching the Levinson Health Department. So we have brought in one of the top VPs from a huge carrier that is going to build this in-house, internally, for all of our agents. So you'll be able to sell Medicare, Medicaid, standalone health. That's all coming out in about 4 to 10 weeks. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and obviously we'll have another webinar. So it's going to be freaking awesome. I cannot wait to introduce everyone to our new health VP, but it's going to be a game changer for all of us. Okay, moving forward real quick, quoting, sales scripts, everything again, just a click away. We have fact finders, calculators. We have the get started link for Legacy Safeguard, and that should be like your Bible when selling final expense. Lisa touched on that, but it makes things very simple. And I know this is a lot of information, a lot of moving parts, but listen, now, especially during COVID, you have plenty of time. Jump in, go on that finalexpenseexperience.com website. You can browse around, watch the videos, watch the webinars. I even did interviews with some of our top final expense agents, but everything is here for the taking. It's just up to you to put the time in. Okay, let's move forward here. Now, quoting is obviously a big one, so we have cheat sheet links. We also have a final expense quote engine available, and we even have a retail quoter that you can use on your website, or if you're driving traffic through social media or e-blast, everything is available to you at no charge once again. Okay, Legacy Safeguard, Lisa touched on that briefly, and again, this is all on the final expense experience, free to all of our agents as long as you're contracted through us. Okay, obviously that has to be done, and there's no charge for that, and we release you at any time, and we put that in writing, so we're not handcuffing you like I spoke about in the first part of the call. So make sure you get started, another free resource. Okay, let's move forward here, Andrew. Okay, Insure Me Now Direct. So like I said earlier, we are the only IMO that has this direct-to-consumer platform. Okay, now it's so cool because A, there's 6 carriers, over 16 products. Gerber is one of the products. We have the Guaranteed Issue Whole Life, and we have the Grow Up Plan by Gerber, all direct to consumer. And, you know, you think to yourself, hey, you know, how am I going to drive traffic to my website? I'm not Bill Gates, and, you know, I don't know about coding websites and SEO work and all this. That's okay. When you have your platform set up, Insure Me Now Direct, think of it like this, okay? If you have a client on the phone, you just say to them, hey, Bill, do me a favor. You're in front of your computer or your tablet or your smartphone. Go to Insure Me Now Direct /Billy, okay? Click there. Do you see where you can put in your information to run a quote? Yes, put it in. Do you want to apply now? Click Apply Now. Do you want to get an instant approval? Just sit back and wait a minute. You're going to get an instant real-time approval. Do you want to save and print your policy? Click right here. You are done. You just sold a policy in less than 7 minutes. And Gerber, plus the 2 products, we are the only IMO that has the direct-to-consumer piece. So yes, think, if you can network through associations, through groups, through health agencies, if you know people in the mortgage space, bankers associations. We just set up someone in Kentucky for this. Everybody could be selling through your platform. We can co-brand your platform for that group, and every product that's sold, you get full commission for. And the scholarship program is built in. It's direct to consumer self-enroll. So everything is there. We're adding more and more companies by the month, and it's only going to get bigger and better. Okay, that's a quick snapshot. That's the product selection left side. You put in your quote information in the middle and then apply, and you are done. The Gerber piece, guaranteed issue whole life, guaranteed issue children's grow-up plan, all with built-in free scholarship. That's what it looks like. That's what you're seeing in front of you. You're going to see the 2 products there. The right side gives you the quoting. Apply now. Boom. You and your clients are done. That simple. And again, use this as leverage when you're going out there to recruit other agents and building your own downline. You sit back and make an override on every single policy that's sold, either on the platform or face-to-face or over the phone or through their portal. So very, very cool stuff. Another first for Levinson and Associates. Okay, moving forward here, that's the Children's Grow-Up Plan that is also available on our platform. So guaranteed issue whole life and the Grow-Up Plan, both by Gerber, only on Insure Me Now Direct. Scholarship program, another free platform, and I know I'm moving fast, a lot of moving parts. Bottom line is, imagine when you're out selling final expense, you're talking to grandparents, let's say, you're quoting, whatever UHL or a Surety or Liberty Bankers, whatever the company is, and you give them the quote at $72 a month for a $35,000 whole life, and you say, by the way, little Johnny, little Sarah, get 1 free year tuition to any of my 416 colleges in the country. And that's just a value add by working with me, Billy, your favorite insurance agent, okay? Do you think they're going to go anywhere else and look for final expense? No, you're going to close every single person you speak to because no one else can put a value add package like that together unless they're a Levinson agent. Okay, make sure you're signed up. We'll include all sign-up links in today's thank you email once again. Okay, moving forward, these are all of our trainings. We're just about done, by the way. I know we're 4 minutes over. But these are all very important. And the reason why when you're prospecting for senior market, we have a database of millions and millions of prospects you can tap into and send out a marketing piece to. Market that free scholarship program, market that turnkey legacy safeguard final expense platform, all for free if that client clicks reply now when they get your email. So you need to be thinking like this. These are all of our trainings in front of you. Make sure you click to register. They're also on our calendar on the main website, so you can check those out when you get a chance. Register, have your assistant on, your kids, your spouse, whoever works with you. Make sure they're on because my goal is to make sure that everybody's comfortable and they're all open forum training so you can ask questions. And again, the goal is to make sure that everything is 100% black and white for you, or we know you're not going to move forward with the technology platforms. Okay, speaking of technology, we also brought in Noah to work with you on Insure Me Now Direct. Any of the tech items, use him as a resource. He's in our office. It seems like 24/7, but literally Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30. Ask for him anytime. We're going to have our last slide here, which is my favorite slide of the day. It's my Positive Tuesday quote. That's the infamous Gary Vaynerchuk. He's the social media guru. I'm going to ask our question of the day before I dive into my Positive Tuesday quote, obviously on Thursday. So real quick, whoever answers first and correctly wins. We have 2 direct-to-consumer Gerber products on Insure Me Now Direct. What are the names of both products from Gerber that are on Insure Me Now Direct, direct-to-consumer? Whoever answers first and correctly wins the Fire tablet. Andrew, do we have a winner?
Bill, I'm checking right now. We have a bunch of responses. The number 1 response All right, it is Tim. Looks like Tim L. Tim L. from
What state?
Massachusetts.
Tim L., Massachusetts. By the way, the answer, so everyone knows and realizes, grow up plan, number 1. Number 2 is the guaranteed issue whole life, both by Gerber, both direct to consumer, only on InsureMeNowDirect.com. I know that was a lot of information. We went very fast, and I apologize, but I wanted to make sure we covered everything in about an hour. We'll end on our Positive Tuesday quote. Your environment will always influence your experience. Make it a positive one. With that said, check out the Bill Levinson Experience podcast for future trainings, agent interviews, and all the above. We are here to help you. I hope this was worth your time spent. Have a great rest of the week, a great weekend, good selling. Thank you again for your patience. Take care.